All right, y'all. So I just want to give y'all some more game and give y'all more of a breakdown and be more transparent with y'all. So we broke down a few times this month, and our total breakdowns costed around $15,000 to $16,000. I'll get into exact detail with it in a minute. July was a hard month for us, but the past 6 months, this truck's been fine. It ran around 100,000 miles with no breakdown. We got this truck at 45,000 miles. It's currently at 150. So say I did over my $2 a mile. That's $20K in the maintenance stash if I put 10% to the side every week. That's why I always tell y'all, put 10% to the side minimum every week. You got to be prepared for them breakdowns. They're going to happen. My truck's damn near good for another 100,000 miles. Got my TCM fixed, which is the transmission computer. I got all new back tires, brand new, not retreads. So our brand new tires around like $400 or $500 a piece, $400 to $600 a piece. So that was around $1,000 for the back too. I mean for the left side and then the rear right side. So that was around like $2,000 right there. TCM was around $3,600. I had some lighting issues. It was a total of like $6,200 with all that. And then I had to get an annual DOT inspection. So that was my first go around of problems. So when I dropped that video, the $4,300 load that I would have had $6,900, that run right there, that's why I broke down and I had to get the truck right down to Texas. So after that, I had a transmission problem. That costed me around $6,000, $6,300. So put 62 and 63 together, that gets us around $10,500. And then I also had some death issues. And then I also had to get my EGR clean. So that was around another $3,000. So we're at 13,500. I said 10,500. So we're at 12,500 plus that $3,000. So that puts us at like 15,500. A lot of people would have been panicking. A lot of people would have went bankrupt. This is why I tell y'all, put 10% to the side. Do not be hard-headed and see 20,000 in your maintenance stash and be like, oh, I'm about to do this, I'm about to do that. No, that's for that truck. Now you get rid of that truck, you're done with that truck. All right, do whatever you want with it. But as long as you got that truck, you need to keep that maintenance stash piling up, man. I give y'all the advice. I talk the way I talk, and I give y'all the game that I give y'all from personal experience. I want to see y'all win. Y'all gotta listen though. Some people just be thinking I'm talking to talk. No, I want to see y'all win. I don't want to see y'all going through the shit that I went through in my first year. When I bought my truck at the end of the first year, I leveraged the credit card for $15,000. I got an approval from Navy Fed for $15,000 at the end of my first year. I leveraged that credit card to get my first truck and get out of a rental. And I'm telling you, not even a couple months in, I had like a $22,000 breakdown. Every problem in the DEF tank went out. First it was the DOC, and it was the DPF, then it was the SCR, then it was an injector. Like a domino effect. And I'm talking about like $22,000 in problems. Everybody's like, hey, delete the DEF, delete the DEF. I ain't listening to what nobody was saying. I'm like, no, that's illegal, that's illegal. Everywhere I go, the semi-truck guys laughing at me. Oh, you got the DEF on there? I'm like, yeah, I got the DEF on there. They all be laughing at me and stuff. I'm like, yeah, I'm trying to do it the legal way. I'm trying to do it the right way, you know? But yeah, man, my whole DEF went out on me. After that, I was smooth. That was just a couple months in. But I always knew to put money to the side. And thank God for credit, because it was a point where I was calling Amex and I was like 50,000 in debt with them. And my credit card limit was like 35 or 40. It was like the Amex Gold 9 preset. So I'm already like 35, 40K in debt with them. I'm calling them. I'm in the middle of Oklahoma. I had a breakdown. Please give me another 1,000, 2,000. I promise you I'm gonna pay it back. When I got my money right, I paid it back. A lot of people would have went bankrupt in my position. A lot of people wouldn't have went hard to pay back that debt. A lot of people would have gave up and went bankrupt. Not me though. I worked hard to pay back my debt. I'm an honest guy. I'm a genuine guy. Just because these is rich companies don't mean I'm gonna get over on them. You know, them rich people, some of them rich companies, they started from the ground up. You gotta respect their hustle, respect their business. That credit that you're using, you know, yeah, it might be interest on that credit, but that money that they're lending you is going to change your life if you utilize it the correct way. So I just wanted to give y'all a full breakdown, you know, stay prepared, put 10% to the side every breakdown. Now I got another run that we're actually currently doing right now. We got another 6,300 on the truck, and we would have had 8,400, but we had to cancel this last load. I was picking up in Urban. It was for 2,600. I'll post the proof and do another video later, because this is currently what we're doing this week. And then there was another load that we picked up for 3,700, which I posted that in the Discord. Join the Discord, y'all. It was posted up for 2,400. I negotiated up to 3,700. 3,700. I put that in the Discord. Join the Discord, y'all. 3,700 plus 1,600. We still had half a truck. I had booked this $2,100 load going from Oklahoma up to Massachusetts, I believe. It's 10:30. I picked my truck up from the shop. New transmission in it. Everything good. Then I had a DEF problem. I'm on my way up to Oklahoma. I'm halfway there. It's like noon time. I was going to get there 2 p.m. Hey, Seb, you got to turn the truck around, Seb. Bring the truck back. We can't risk it getting that money right now. We got to go back and make sure the truck good. good. Yeah, I wanted the money, but I'm the type to make sure that my drivers is good first. Like, the money gonna be there. We gonna get plenty of money. You gotta do right by your people. That was me in the truck. What would I do? I'd take that damn truck back. So I gotta treat my driver the same way. I gotta do right by him. So yeah, we almost got that money, but we couldn't risk so it was either 2 p.m. get back to Texas, get there before 4 and get whatever problem fixed, whatever problem needs to be fixed, or go up to Oklahoma and then possibly have to wait until Monday. And now I got 3 brokers that I got explaining to do because I was money hungry to get another $2,100 load. $8,400 on the truck, y'all. $8,400. I was on my way to pick up another load to put us at $8,400. Your profit on that load as an owner operator would have been like $6,500. Fuel only going to be around $1,000 on 2,000 miles. With a load like that, that's why y'all got to tap in with me, man. A load like this right here, you would have made your mentorship money back and you would have paid your insurance off for the whole month. And this is just one load that takes 3 days. You're not going to do this every time, especially if you don't know what you're doing. You got to know how to book around that ELD and your resets. You got to know how to route plan. It's a lot that comes with dispatching. But a load like this, man, we don't do $8,400 bombs all the time, but they definitely do happen often. We don't do them all the time, but they happen often. You definitely do $5 to $6 grand pretty often. 8,000 plus in just one run. We do that a lot. Now we have a lot of $8,000 weeks, but just in 3 days, I'm talking about I probably would have hit like 13 to 14 for the week. My high is 12.5 right now. But long story short, I know if I was in a truck, I wouldn't have got money hungry. I would have turned back around. And that's the problem. People get too money hungry. Don't never get too money hungry. Don't get too greedy. Turn that ass back around. Get that truck fixed. And what happened? We went back. We got the EGR cleaned out. That was another $500. And then I got the DEF problem fixed from another mechanic. So that's what put us at $15,500 in maintenance. Now my truck good. My truck gonna run good for a while. New transmission. The DEF cleaned out. Everything good with the DEF tank. As long as I hit my regens, I'm good. And that's what I love about highway miles. When you're driving over the road, your truck automatically regens. When you're driving local, you keep constantly stopping. But when you drive local and you're constantly stopping, your truck don't regen. You have to manually regen. And if you don't do that, your DEF tank could get all clogged up. And that's what causes DEF issues. I mean, DEF issues can happen regardless. You know, but they're more likely to happen when you're not hitting your regens. So just keep that in mind. To book all these loads, it probably only took a few hours being on a board. Sometimes I might be on a board for 6 to 8 hours. Sometimes I might just be on a board 2-3 hours and I'm booked up. Right here, all these loads combined probably took around 4 hours of booking. And I booked them all ahead too. I had time on Thursday, so I wound up booking them all on Thursday for Friday because I knew I was going to pick my truck up from the shop early in the morning. I set that for 7:30. Then I set the first load that I was picking up for 8 to 9 pickup. And I set the other one for a 9:30 to 10:30 pickup. That was only like 30 minutes away. And then I set the Oklahoma pickup for around 2 o'clock, 2 to 3. But I had until 4. And then, of course, another breakdown comes. I wasn't stressed. It was more like, again? Like, to the point I started thinking the mechanics is messing with my truck. Like, yo, what is y'all doing? What is y'all doing to my truck, man? Why are all these breakdowns happening at once? But it's just how it happens. This is what I tell people. Things in life are like a domino effect. When one thing happens, 10 other things got to happen. And then you'll be smooth for a couple months. And then everything wants to happen at once. That's how this trucking industry goes, you know? Life going life, things going to happen every day, but it be times where just things just keep happening back to back. You get 5 calls that you didn't want to get, and one day you like, man, today's a day. You just got to stay humble, keep pushing, man. You just live and learn and control what you can control. Like getting mad because the truck broke down or getting mad at my driver. Like my driver on the phone apologizing to me like he did something. I'm like, bro, you good, bro? It ain't your fault. It's not your truck. Like, you ain't do nothing wrong. Bro, I just want you to know that I treat the truck like it's mine. I said, bro, I know that, bro. You ain't do nothing wrong, bro. This is just part of the game. Like, it's frustrating. It's irritating. The truck only got 145,000 miles on it. But, bro, it's not your fault, man. You know, just learn all this for when you start your business. Learn to budget your money. Keep putting your money to the side. Always put your 10% maintenance to the side. And until you get rid of that truck, don't touch that maintenance pile. Don't touch that maintenance stash. But you just got to stay humble. You know, don't go yelling at people or being mean to people or getting angry with people. It don't do nothing for you. You got to stay humble. Figure out the solution to the problem, because being angry at the world ain't going to do shit for you. But look, man, I just wanted to give y'all more of a full breakdown and give y'all the real, because I know there's a lot of people out here on social media that sell the good runs like this and act like they do it all the time. You're not going to do this all the time, man. You're not. Especially if you don't have the information that I have. I'm talking about, man, if you don't got a mentor by your side, game planning with you, and you're new out there, you ain't about to bomb on them like this. I'm going to tell you that right now. And it's not saying that you can't do it. It's just not realistic. Like, I do it often, but I went through a lot to get here. And my mentees do it too, but I'm on the phone with them game planning all day. It's different from just watching a YouTube video or tapping into one of my ebooks or courses than actually being tapped in with me one-on-one every single day, game planning. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're a new authority, yeah, it's going to be challenging. Definitely going to be challenging because you might get a load that you want and you're trying to finish the partial out. And then boom, what happens? You keep getting denied and now you got to get going. So that's why I always tell people as a new authority, if you don't have if it's not a high paying partial, don't take it because you might not be able to finish out. Now you only got $1.20, $1.30 on your truck. That ain't $1.70, $1.80 partial. Don't take it because you might not finish that out. I remember when I was a new authority and my mentor left me hanging in the beginning, I didn't know what I was doing. I was booking all kinds of partials. I'm driving with 90, 70, 80 cent on the truck, just winging it, man. Not knowing what to do, not knowing nothing about the ELD. All that, man. Like, just going through it out there. Barely getting by. My bills stacking up on me, my personal bills, my business bills. But then when I was a new authority the second time, when my insurance lapsed, it was way smoother. I was finishing my partials. Everything was good. But I was still getting denied from brokers. You're going to get denied as a new authority, especially if your insurance lapsed because you look like a liability. You look like you couldn't even afford your insurance. Would you want someone hauling $100,000 worth of freight Would you want your freight on someone else's truck that can't afford to pay their insurance? And you ain't going to go by what they tell you. You're going to go by the facts, what you see in your face. Oh, well, your insurance just lapsed. You ain't going to believe what nobody telling you because most people lie and tell excuses. So they mess it up for when people is actually being genuine. So that made it hard for me when I came back in the game as a new authority because I genuinely would have paid my insurance to keep my authority on, but I was told by FMCSA and the insurance agent that I will still have my authority time if I turn my insurance off. And then next thing you know, I'm calling brokers and they're like, yo, you're a new authority. I'm like, what? But it's also about knowing how to talk to. You can get overrides if you know what you're doing. And that's something that you as a new carrier is going to be hard to do because you just got so much to learn, especially if you don't got a mentor. You got a lot to learn. But, I was a year in. I knew what I was talking about. My first year journey wasn't like most people. I had a hard journey. I was struggling. I was going through it. I slept in that truck a year straight. I didn't get hotels. I stayed down. I had all kinds of breakdowns. I went through all kinds of shit with the rentals. Now, I gave y'all all the rental game on YouTube too. But if you don't want to watch the YouTube videos, hours of YouTube videos, the ebooks on sale for under $50. And it gets right to the point. But I gave all the rental game out. But I'm just ranting off at this point, man. Mentorship is available. Hit the link in my bio or hit the link in the description, the linktree.com/boxtruckint. Book a call with me. Let me give you the real first before you invest a big amount of money. Mentorship is sold out through my website because, like I said, I just don't want random people putting up a big amount of money not knowing what they're getting into. Let me give you the real first. Let me see if this is something for you. And I don't lock in with everybody. Like, if you on the phone procrastinating, making excuses, you sound like you laughing like this shit a joke to you, I don't want the money, man. I don't need the headache. It ain't worth it. Yeah, man, that's how you tap in with mentorship. As far as lease on, if you want to lease on, the book loads under our MC. Go on Instagram, comment on my recent post, lease on, and then all the details will get sent to you. If you need insurance, click the link in the description, the linktree.com/boxtruckant. Scroll down, you'll see insurance. If you need factoring, same thing. Scroll down, you'll see factoring, get paid same day. If you're starting from nothing the same way I did, I could repair, rebuild your credit, and help you get funded. Book a call with me. Let's come up with a game plan and go from there. But what I recommend to everybody, man, is just book a call with me. Just tap in with me. Invest the money. Right now, the prices are 10 minutes, $100, 20 minutes, $175. I'm also active every day in the Discord. Join the Discord. I post my before, my afterloads. I post cryptocurrency advice. XRP is going to the moon. Solana, Ethereum. If you don't know about cryptocurrency, definitely get into it. We're about to go on a bull run. It's going to keep going up. A lot of people are selling right now, but this is when you want to be buying. It's definitely going to go up by the time. Nobody really knows exactly when it's going to go up, but probably around like November to January is my guess. I missed the last bull run. I ain't missing this one. But I post all kinds of game, man, and like all kinds of advice, and then I'm active in there too. So if I had time on my hands to respond to DMs all day and go back and forth in the DMs all day, I would. But it's at a point in my life where I'm working all day and a little bit of time I get, I need to spend it with my kids. So if I'm taking time from the businesses that's generating me a bunch of revenue or taking time from my kids, time that I'm not going to get back, I got to be getting some kind of value because I'm going to give you 10x to 100x value on your investment. On that call, on that mentorship, you're going to get at least 10x return on your investment. You're going to get some kind of gems that save you tens of thousands of dollars on the phone with me. You're going to get clarity. You're going to get a game plan. You was just financially stressed, and now you got a game plan. Now you don't got to be stressed. You gain nothing but value dealing with someone like me. But look, man, tap in with me. Believe in achieving. God bless you all.